Hello team, today I'll be showing you how to create a post or an event using Google My Business. For starters, to access this area, I would first of all be logged into the Miller Automotive Operations Gmail. You should all have that username and password. I think most of us just operate under that login anyways. You can just look for Google My Business, click on the listing here. Click on sign in, and you should already be signed in if you've followed step 1 and are signed in under the Miller Automotive Operations. You can see there are a couple of different accounts here. We can see this one has 72 locations, so you'll want to click into this LHM Digital Army section here and wait for this to load. So you can see it kind of gives you a dashboard. If you scroll down, this is where you can find all of the different Google My Business accounts. What I'm just going to do is a Command F, and I'm going to work on my Honda store. So I'm going to go to Larry Miller Honda. I'll click Manage Location, and there it'll create a new tab for the Google My Business for Larry H. Miller Honda of Murray. So to create a post, you'll see a nice blue tab that says New on Posts. You'll click on Post, and you can see I have a couple in here. A couple of things you want to note. There is a pixel limit, so I believe it's 460 by 460. That being said, this preview is a cropped version of 460 by 460. So you'll want to make note of that. And my rule of thumb, I would either just I would just make it consistent. So this offer's kind of at the top, so I knew I would want to hug everything kind of towards the top, or you can make it towards the middle. I'll show you a little bit what I'm talking about here in a minute. So here's where you write a new post. You click into here and go grab your photo. So again, 460 by 460. I'll go ahead and just upload this same one. You guys can get into a window of how I organize everything. So I'll come and grab this Civic, and this is what I mean by it'll crop a certain amount of it for the preview. You guys can build this as you want, but obviously you'll want the most compelling piece of your ad to be showing in that preview, because that's what's going to ultimately make people want to click on it. So I've decided just to kind of hug the very top of new Honda Civic. I guess I could technically come down here, Civic LX Sedan, and show a little bit more of the car if I wanted to. And that's going to be the preview that it'll show. Once they click into the ad, it'll show your entire photo. So keep that in mind. I'll hit upload. This is a really, really easy process. What we want to do here is we want to make this post an event. What we found by not making an event was that GMB would start to get rid of them on its own after 7 days, I believe. So making it as an event will add a title, and it'll add this start and end time and date, so that you'll be able to manage that yourself and actually set parameters on your post here. So here's the title. In my title, I'd put lease new Honda Civic for $155 a month for 36 months. And then in the post, this is where I'll put, a little bit more info. I'd probably put most of the title in there again. At Larry H. Miller Honda in Murray, Utah. Then you can add your start date and start time. It actually requires you to set a time, so I just did today at 12 a.m. And then I believe Honda's ads will run through the 3rd. So I'll put September 3rd, and I'll have those expire at 11:30. I would also advise adding a button. This just basically adds a call to action. I like Get Offer personally. I think it's, out of everything that's there, I think it's probably the most compelling. And that's when I will go and grab my link for this page. I'll go to my PLPs, grab my Honda Civic page. So you can see when they click on this, they'll see that offer follow them as well. Come back to the post, paste my link, scroll back up, looks like everything's in check, hit preview, and there it'll kind of crop it for you. This is kind of what it'll look like. Lease a new Honda Civic, get offer, and I'll go ahead and publish that. When you create it as an event, I did notice it took, for me, it took like 15-20 minutes for it to show live. I'll do an incognito window and I'll just search Larry H. Miller, Honda Murray, and I'll show you the examples that I have come up. So here it's over on this right-hand GMB portal, and you can see here I have, oh, it looks like both of them have populated already, so that one populated instantly for me. So you can see here I have a couple of different ads here, and one of the nice things about this too is it'll push down people also search for us. You can see it shows some competitors here, Ken Garf, so it'll kind of push, it'll have this extra space there, it'll kind of push it down. We looked at one that we did for CHV. It was just the TCA offer last month, and it ended up getting about 4,000 impressions, which is pretty cool. That's a lot of eyes to be laid on that. So cool stuff. That's kind of how it's done. If you have any more questions, feel free to Slack me or Taylor or Doug or your DMM. They should all understand how to do this as well. And thanks for your time.